Good Shabbos, everyone. May I have your attention, please? We ran kind of short of the service this evening. If we'd like to share, would be greatly appreciated. Would you like to make the announcements?
I would. Hi, everybody. My name is Jolie Brislin. I am on the board of directors for Congregation Ner Tamid, and we welcome you to Shabbat services. So I get to do the announcements, which I just got 2 seconds ago, so please bear with me. Next Friday night is Shir Shabbat. It starts at 6:15, followed by a delicious oneg and art project. Bring the family. And tomorrow night is PJ Havdalah for our preschool families at 6 p.m. Wear your PJs and get ready for some fun bedtime services. All right. And then on Sunday, we have J-Fest, Jewish Federation's first community celebration, Jewish Federation's community celebration. But what's very exciting is that Alana Gross, who is here, CNT's very own, Weinberg. Will be getting the award for young leaders in Las Vegas, so we're so proud of her. Enjoying Congregation Ner Tamid and recognizing Ali at the B'nai Mitzvah party and showcase on Sunday. So let's see. On February 6th at 7 p.m., there's a lot happening, you guys. I suggest everybody grab this flyer. On February 6th at 7 p.m., we're going to be joined by the Council General of Azerbaijan. He'll be giving a speech here at Congregation Ner Tamid on Israel and the coexistence they have built. So please mark your calendars for that. And February 8th, we have our scholar in residence, Rabbi Jeffrey Salkin, will be joining us. And if anybody's ever read the book, Putting God on Your Guest List, he is the author of that, and you will find that very enjoyable. Lastly, February 24th is our annual Mitzvah Day. Come and join us with over 20 projects that make a true difference in our community. So, Shabbat Shalom.
There are more chairs coming. Don't worry. So we want to invite Eliana to come forward to tell us about her mitzvah project. I don't know where she is. Okay, she has to come. Okay.
You want us to pass the mic back?
Okay, I'm going to pass that back.
Do you need this?
Okay, this is Eliana Underwood. She's having her bat mitzvah on June 8th, and she wanted to invite everybody to take part in her bat mitzvah project, which is very dear to her heart because she's such a giving and wonderful person. So we're going to pass out these papers. Here, but I want one of them. Okay. The world we're currently living in needs more acts of kindness. For my bat mitzvah project, I want to demonstrate how much of an impact a small community can make in the world. I'm asking everyone to take the time out of your everyday lives to perform random acts of kindness. Small gestures that can make a huge difference to someone else, like give a blanket to a homeless person, open a door for a stranger, take the trash cans to the curb for an elderly neighbor, or walk someone's dog. There are literally 1,000 things that you can do to be a shining light in this world. Please write what you did, and you are not limited to how many you can do. On the yellow galaxy star, we made little galaxy stars, that is attached to here, and drop it off at the table with the Making a Difference in the World poster. There's the poster right there. The poster will be set up during Sunday school and during Friday night services each week in the lobby outside the sanctuary. You can get more galaxy stars, and I hope that you will need many at the same table. I will be attaching these galaxy stars to the board to demonstrate how big of an impact we can make. And some of the things she's already done, on the lower left-hand corner, she gave a case of dog food to a homeless woman and with her dog. And at the top there with her picture, on March 2nd, she's going to be participating in St. Baldrick's, the shaving your hair event. And she's collecting donations for that. She's already just over $600 in donations. And then with the 12 inches of hair that is cut off, she's donating that to High Lifeline to be made into wigs for children with cancer. And cancer is very near and dear to her heart because I was a childhood cancer survivor, stage 4, which is why she's adopted. And so she's doing a lot for that as part of her random acts of kindness.
Thank you. Beautiful. All right, everyone. You ready to sing? You ready to pray? All right, guys. Let's have at it. Shabbos.
I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody pray. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody pray. All right, I want to hear you pray. Let's go. I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody pray. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody sing. I want to hear somebody sing. I want to hear somebody sing. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody sing. What do you want to hear? Julian, what do you want to hear? Someone pass it along. I can't hear him. Shout. Okay. I want to hear somebody shout. I want to hear somebody shout. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody shout. All right. Anybody back here? What do you want to hear? Yodel. Okay. I want to hear somebody yodeling. Hee-hoo. I want to hear somebody yodel. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody yodel. All right, one more. What do we got? Is it a good one?
Inspire.
Play. I want to hear somebody play the guitar. I want to hear somebody play the djembe. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody play. Now I think I heard laugh behind me. Let's see. I want to hear somebody laugh. I want to hear somebody laugh. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody laugh. I want to hear somebody pray. One more time. I want to hear all your voices. I want to hear somebody pray. I want to hear somebody pray. Down in the valley and over yonder, I want to hear somebody pray.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Sabbath peace. As we gather together, a community in the style of Shabbat in the round. For those of you who come here for the first time, it is a service without really a fixed siddur, but there is a handout. It's rather reminiscent of the style when Jews knew prayers by heart. And so our service stems from the heart, with melodies that tug at the soul and through joyful melodies embrace us with the radiance of Shabbat, Sabbath peace. So, sing, sing, sing like you've never sung before. And let your voices be heard, for somehow, even if you have never heard these particular melodies, they will nonetheless be familiar, as if you have known them all your life. Tonight, weaving in vignettes, our style for the service, instead of a fixed sermon, is Noam Nadiv. She is our Shinshinit, our Israeli exchange student, and you will hear her voice from time to time. Reflections from home, Eretz Yisrael. Perhaps her words will not only inform but inspire and bring us closer to a country that, even if you have never visited, will nevertheless be familiar, as if you have known Israel all your life. Shabbat Shalom, the peace of the Sabbath. May it touch you and lift your spirits ever higher.
And if you didn't get a packet of music, it's okay, because these songs are repetitive and you're going to catch on and you're going to sing with a full heart, even if you don't have all the words in front of you. How good it is to be together today. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Alex, can we turn up the mic,
yeah.
please?
So, hi everyone. So, as Rabbi said, my name is Noam. I'm 18 years old. I was born and raised in Metula, which is the most northern place in Israel. Something special about Metula Metula is 120 years old, and it was established before the establishment of Israel, so it's very special for me. Metula is right on the border with Lebanon. So from my backyard, you can see cars moving in Lebanon. You can see building there, so it's very close. So just let's put it into numbers. So if in Vegas we have 2 million people, in Metula we have only 1,700. So it's basically a large high school here in Vegas. So in the IDF gala that happened a few months ago, in one of the videos I saw a person from Metula, and I got so excited because it was very rare to see something like this. So I immediately texted my father and told him, "Oh, Dad, you can't believe it. I just saw someone in the IDF gala, and his son is 1 year younger than me, so I know him very good." When I first got here to America, I noticed that a lot of people like to define themselves in a specific movement in Judaism, in the Jewish world. But where I'm from, you don't define yourself in a specific way. In my family, we just have our own cultural, traditional things. So my dad will go every Friday night to temple. My mom will turn the candles every Friday night. They will not turn on the stove, on the gas on the stove, but at the same time, we will drive. We will go shopping if we need. We will go hike as a family. So it's basically do your own thing, your own way. Also, something special about me that I'm a 9th generation in Israel. So it's basically more than 200 years in Israel. So I love the land of Israel. I love I love everything about Israel. And I remember growing up, I found out that my grandma was a part of the Lehi, which is Lochmei Cherut Israel, which means that it was the Jewish underground army. It was before the IDF. And if you translate Lochmei Cherut Israel to English, it's the fighters of the freedom. So, yeah, Shabbat Shalom.
And with that, we kindle the light of Shabbat.
Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a peaceful day. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a restful day. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat.
I ask many of my Jewish mothers to light the Shabbat candles tonight.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu. Lehadlik ner, lehadlik ner, lehadlik ner shel Shabbat, lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Yeah. So, as I said, I live in Metula, which is right on the border with Lebanon. And again, if to put it into numbers, this distance from Metula to Lebanon, it's a half a mile. That's it. So, when I was 6 years old in 2006, the Second Lebanon War started. And I don't remember a lot of it. The Second Lebanon War was the IDF against the Hezbollah in Lebanon, and I don't remember a lot as a kid, but what I do remember that because of that my neighborhood is super close to Lebanon, on every house, soldier would knock on the door in order to evacuate us, to make the neighborhood a closed military zone. And I remember someone was knocking at the door, and I opened the door. I saw 2 soldiers standing in front of my house. And I did not understand what happened, and they were asking for my mom, and my mom talked to them. And as a 6 years old, you don't really understand what's happening around you. And after they closed the door, my mom explained to me that we need to evacuate the house for a month because of what's happening. And I remember the same day we packed everything and just drove to the center of Israel. But as bad it will sound, when you're 6 years old and you're having fun in the center of Israel, it's amazing. So for me, this month was a good month. I remember being in a hotel. I remember being with my family, with my uncles, with my friends. So it was nice. And now that I'm looking at this month with an older perspective, I can say that I'm so happy to be Israeli because now I can see that when something happened in Israel, we're standing together, one next to each other. I remember going to a movie theater, and when I just said, I'm from Metula, from the north, and they will be like, oh, here, free tickets for the movie, go have fun. So it just make me think that we can stand next to each other. We are standing next to each other. And we saw it also in 2014 in Operation Protective Edge. People were standing next to each other. People help one to the other, and it was amazing to see it. And when you know the sentence "Kol Israel Aravim ze leze," which means all of Israel are responsible for each other, it's where the sentence come to life in those situations. And I felt it on my skin. I felt how Israel is responsible for me and how I am responsible for Israel. And let's just take it as something that happened now. When a few weeks ago, someone threw a rock on a moving car, and the mom that was driving in the car while she was driving to her kids died. And when a mother died in Israel, it's not just any other mother. It's our mother. It's not just any other woman. It's our daughter. It's our sister. So really stand one next to each other. And something special also that happened to me is a few days ago, I heard a talk from a soldier that fought in Protective Edge, the operation, and he said someone every day came to their base and protested against them every day, the same guy. But when the operation started, he came to the base with home-cooked meal. And the one that protest every day told them, yesterday I was against you, today I'm right beside you, but tomorrow I will be again against you. It's just seeing that even though in Israel you can find very different opinions, you can find very different way of thinking, way of lives, we can be together. We can be one big nation. All of us together.
As we welcome the Shabbat angels, they remind us to silence our cell phones.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Bimelech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Leshalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Bimelech, Malachei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Baruchuni l'shalom malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
together. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. I'm not sure I hear you. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. We rise for the Baruch Hu. A beautiful midrash depicts Adam's first night on earth, alone in the garden. He shudders as the sun begins its descent from the sky, fearful that it will never arise again, and he will be relegated to a lifetime of darkness. Watching, waiting, his weary eyelids grow heavy as the last light fades, until the first gleam of daybreak emerges from the horizon just hours later. The light has returned. Adam realizes that this is the way of the world, the passing of time, the seamless flow of light into dark, and darkness back again into light. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai seated except for anyone in our B'nai Mitzvah class. Please rise where you are to lead us in the Ve'ahavta.
When I was 14, I got the chance to be a part of a delegation from the Upper Galilee, which is where I'm from, to a summer camp here in the U.S., Camp Tawanga in Yosemite Park. It was my first time experience the Reform movement. It was my first time seeing it. And I remember that I got so excited. I got so emotional when I saw that a rabbi can be a woman, that we can all sit together in one place in the Bet Filah, girls and women together, and just experience the same thing together. After that, when I was in 10th grade, I was in a leadership program called Diller Teen Fellow, and it's a partnership, and every partnership in Israel, every area, have a partnership outside in the diaspora, out there, outside of Israel, and Upper Galilee, which is where I'm from, had a partnership with San Francisco. And every once in 2 weeks, we were getting together, the Upper Galilee group, and just talk about our Jewish identity, our leadership, how we can see the world, about Tikkun Olam, about our Jewish identity. And it was amazing. It was just the continue to summer camp that was awesome, and I loved it. And I remember one session that we had in Diller was every pair got a specific movement in Judaism. And only in this session, I just realized how many ways there is to be Jewish. You can be Orthodox, you can be Reform, you can be conservative. And it was amazing to see it. It was incredible just to experience the ways to be Jewish. And it's when I found out that there is no right way to be Jewish. There is no the better way. There is only your way. There's only my way to be Jewish. And how I will do it, it's how I will be Jewish. We had two highlights in Diller. We had one time when we flew to San Francisco in order to be hosted by American Jewish American families. And it was just an amazing experience. It was my first experience with actual family that lives here in America. And right now as a Shinshinit, I also experience it, but in a bigger way. And I just loved it. And the other highlight was in the summer, all the Diller Teen Fellows all over the world got together in one place. So I sat in a room with Jewish people my age, teenagers, that are from South Africa, from Europe, Canada, America, even from Eilat, the most southest, am I saying it right? The most southern place in Israel. it was just amazing to hear and just to see how they express their Jewish identity, because I only knew what's happening in my area in Metula. So it was just amazing. And I remember one session we have this huge map on the floor, and every kid got 2 stickers. One to put where are you from, and one to put where are your parents from. And this is when I realized that you can be Jewish anywhere in the world. You can be Jewish anywhere, and no matter where you are, you will always have your family, your Jewish family next to you. So, for example, the kid from South Africa, his grandparents was from Poland. So it was just to see, and my family, for example, my grandpa from my father's side, he got to Israel from Iraq, and the other one from Iran. It's just a mix of so many beautiful diversities.
Elim Adonai, mi kamocha, nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osei felech. Mi kamocha, elim Adonai, mi kamocha, nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osei. Moshe u'Miriam zeli anu ve'amru Adonai imloch ve'olam ba'en. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you, Adonai? Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamideinu shomereinu l'chaim l'chaim to catch the mechamen. Amen. Oh, amen.
So, what is prayer without God? Or at least a longing for God? Is it like talking to oneself? Is it like making wishes to an imaginary genie? Perhaps our prayer must not start in faith, but rather in search of faith. A longing, a tugging at the heart, a journey to the soul. May God love us, embrace us, find us, trust us, and love us all over again. Whatever the words, let us journey towards God together.
Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, please love me, Adonai. Adonai, guide me, Adonai, guide me, Adonai, guide me, please guide me, Adonai.
Now, I know there's other words on the page that we can use, other verbs, but you can use those, or you can choose something from within your heart. Anybody have prayer to God? Yes. Inspire.
Adonai, inspire me, Adonai, inspire me, Adonai, inspire me, please inspire me, Adonai.
Anybody else? Heal.
Adonai, heal me, Adonai, heal me, Adonai, heal me, please heal me, Adonai.
All right, reach deep within. I know you've been asking God for something this week. Hug me.
Adonai, hug me, Adonai, hug me, Adonai, hug me, please hug me, Adonai.
I heard comfort me.
Adonai, comfort me, Adonai, comfort me, Adonai, comfort me, please comfort me, Adonai.
Sarah. Help.
Adonai, help me, Adonai, help me, Adonai, help me, please help me, Adonai.
I'm going to do one of my own tonight. Fill me.
Adonai, fill me, Adonai, fill me, Adonai, fill me, please fill me, Adonai.
With all these things and all the things in your heart, we continue in a silent Amidah. You can stand or sit, use the words on the page or within your heart. And when you've completed your prayers, just be.
Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, Adonai, love me, please love me, Adonai. Yehiyu leratzonim refi, vehegyon libi lefanecha. Yehiyu leratzonim refi, vehegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, vegoali. Adonai, my rock, Adonai, my rock, Adonai, my rock, you rescue me. Yehiyu leratzonim refi, vehegyon libi lefanecha. Yehiyu leratzonim refi, vehegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, vegoali. Adonai, my rock, Adonai, my rock, Adonai, my rock, you rescue me.
Healing is a process, not a moment in time. It is stitched together by a physician's care, by the thread of a love that remains embedded forever, and those we care so much about. In the Mishaberach prayer, we say their names, a verbal reminder of those who are constantly on our minds. We pray for hope and healing and a restorative health that allows them to be once again a part of our daily lives, to be in life again. For those who struggle with the demons of the heart and mind, with addiction and alcoholism, may they find the strength and courage to find life's blessings. And for those who are caregivers, may they be blessed with courage, patience, and hope as they give of themselves to minister to those in need. May the one who blesses now bless all these with the power of healing, of threads of love guided by the unseen hands of the divine. If you have names you would like to share, stand and say their names in place, as many names as you would like. We say the names of those we love in need of our prayers. And now we as a community, we stand in solidarity, arm in arm, giving each other strength and hope as we join in our Mishaberach.
May the source of strength, who bless
So I told 3 stories, and what connects all the stories together is all 3 of them was the reason that I decided to do this gap year, to do the year of service here in this community. So I talked about my tradition in home. I talked about my Israeli experience. I talked about my experience with Jewish diaspora. And I think that how I see myself is, as a person, you're standing in the middle. And then you have circles around you, just like we are sitting in a circle right now. And then you have your family, your close family, the first circle. Your family, for me, it's my parents, my older sister, and my younger brother. And then you have the second circle, which is your extended family, your uncles, your close friends, cousins. And the third one will be the place that you come from. For me, it will be Metula. The fourth one will be your country. So for me, it will be Israel. And I see the biggest circle around me is the Jewish people around the world. And when I thought about this gap year, this year of service, Shnat Shirut, I thought how I can give back to one of my circles. And I chose the biggest circle that I have, the Jewish community, because I think that you gave me so much in my life, in Diller, in Tawanga, even just hearing sometimes how you help us, how you help Israel, it's amazing, and I really wanted to give back in the way that I can. And this is how I can, to bring my Israeli story here. And I think that my task here, it's not just to bring my Israeli story here. It's to bring your story, the Vega story, I can say, back with me to Israel. And when we sit in a circle, we have a whole with a W. So, and whole in Hebrew, it's shalem. And it's Shin Lamed Mem. And with the same letters, you can create the word peace, shalom. And when we're creating a circle, when we're creating a whole, we're creating peace by being together in one place and with no difference. Everyone can see each other in a circle. And when we create in a circle, we create peace. So I want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be here. And I want to wish you shalom, Shabbat shalom. Thank you, everyone.
We begin to conclude our service with Aleinu. Please rise. Be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever.
prayer in preparation for Kaddish by Rabbi Bradley Shavit Artson. Your love shines in the wise judgment to create us, finite and precious, aware at each moment and especially at this sacred moment that our time is limited, that we will each join our mothers and fathers who have gone the way of all the earth, that we are eternally dying and learning thereby to live. Your firm judgment imposes upon us the awareness of dying, which spurs us to live our lives in desperate appreciation, numbering and living each day to the full, illumined and inspired by the memories of our dear ones who have already offered up their lives to the eternal renewal of life itself and of the cosmos. Their memory and love raises us up in this world as better people, as more caring and more courageous than we would have been without their deeds of love. We are embraced and fortified by their continuing impact in our hearts and our actions. And so we gather strong in memory and faith, affirming that you will raise up our lives in this world, and one day will raise us up to them, all of us embraced by a love eternal, persistent, and redeeming.
Those who sow in tears will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. It's the song of the dreamer. From the dark place it grows, like a flower in the desert, the oasis of our souls. Come back where we belong. You who hear our longing sighs, our mouths, our lips are filled with song. You can see it from our tear-filled eyes. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy.
Too many from our community have passed away this week. Their lives always a source of inspiration, of joy, of wisdom. We think and pray for Michael Kritzler, Bernice Bond Arnold, Maria Siebert, Samuel Smith, Joel Serling, Elaine Horlick, David Greenis, Abraham Braun, Edward Malinsky, Liba Kersonovich, and Joe Baby Armenta. And the Yortsites of Lois Berman, Michael Bernstein, Louis Birnbaum, Rose Adler Bonwit, Fern Chenin, Florence Cohen, Eli David, Dallas Ellis, Ben Engel, Ken Falk, Marcus Fisher, Samuel Foreman, Dorothy Freed, Arthur Friedner, William Gableman, Sylvia Goldberg, Randy Hicks, Fred Jensen, David Katzman, David Klein, Eleanor Capel, Rose Levenberg, Alvin Buddy Levy, Caroline Lewis, Lucy Lunenfeld, Natalie Marcus, Elizabeth McGuinley, Leo Moskowitz, Joanne Mullen, Madeline Nitzkin, Ruth Portner, Arnold Poster, Sam Prezant, Dorothy Price, Herman Rabinowitz, Ludmila Rubinoff, Alex Ruiz, Richard Sachs, Bob Sassner, Frank Schwartz, Dorothy Werner, Nelson Werner, Harry Weiland, and Claude Wilton. If you would like to recall the name of someone who was not mentioned for Kaddish, please stand and say their name. Is there someone I missed? If there was someone I missed, please simply stand and say the name. Okay, we all rise for Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah v'yalma divrach yitkutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael Magalav b'zman kari v'imru amen Yesh me rabba mevorach le'olam omei almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh Yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekusha b'richu Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, damiram bialma v'yimru, amen. Yehishlam oraba min shamay v'chayim, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Ose shalom b'mramav, uya ase shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen.
Those who sow in tears will reap in joy.
Please be seated. Joining the cantor for Kiddush, let's have the kids in religious school come up. And while they're all gathering, special thank you to our greeters and ambassadors. If you are a greeter tonight or an ambassador, please stand. If you're new to our community, look at our greeters and ambassadors, wave your hands, and they will make you feel welcome. Special thanks to our Israeli exchange student. She is with us all semester. She is with our children on Sunday mornings. You make sure they know and introduce themselves to Noam. It was a beautiful message. And Mara Braun, she sponsors the Oneg in dear memory and honor of her husband, Abi, and his sister, Libe, who passed away this week. And Ted Sablé, John Henderson, Brett Barnes, and Alex Hill, and of course our cantor. Thank you for this beautiful music, making Shabbat in the round go from memory and idea to a reality.
And
We join in Kiddush.
I want to thank our Sheer Heart girls. You might have noticed them here. This is their signature service, and they are learning the prayers and melodies more and more each month. And I'm so glad that you came with an open mind and an open heart to try a different kind of service with different melodies and different approaches to prayers that you might than from what you might have heard on a different Friday night. So keep coming, and we'll make sure there's enough chairs and prayer books for you.
By the way, this musical set list will repeat itself monthly. So once you get to know these songs, maybe one or two will change, but this will be for a while the set list of Shabbat in the round. And the idea is to build a sense of community around these songs.
And a big thank you to all of our musicians. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu
melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen.
Ruach Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Linda, which way to the oneg? Is it that way and to the right? So don't go through these double doors. You might accidentally bump into a table. All right? So we'll all go out that way and around.
And make sure you take a moment to greet the person next to you and wish them a Shabbat Shalom.
Final song, we'll say Shalom, Jagoda Cave
There are
version.
punch cards for the religious
Love
school
it.
up at the front. Dell will punch them for you.
Oh, say shalom. Bimroma. Oh, say shalom. Bimroma.
Huyase, huyase,
Huyase shalom. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Aleinu.
1, 2, 3, 4.
May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Bimroma. Oh, say shalom. Bimroma. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Aleinu. 1, 2, 3, 4. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Bimroma. Oh, say shalom. Bimroma.
Shabbat Shalom. I said it. They're at the front. Punch cards for religious school is with Dell at the front.